Hey everybody, Chris Steele here at Chris Steele Fragrances, and tonight we're checking out uh, five fragrances for a frosty fall night. Help me help you make the world a better smelling place. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the video. Please let me know. All right, jumping right into it. First on the list is an oldie but goodie. It is from the house of Ard Al Zafran, and it is Midnight Oud. This is a Amouage Interlude Man clone, and happens to be like one of my favorite kind of winter fragrances. Now, I've talked a lot about gourmands on this channel. I've talked a lot about fruity fragrances and fresh fragrances and all those different things. But there's just something about a really, really good, smoky, spicy fragrance in the winter that sets the mood. This fragrance has notes like some strange notes like oregano, incense, different things like that, different woods. If you've ever smelled any rendition of Interlude Man, then you know what this is kind of about. Where it shines the most, though, is its monstrous longevity. And I almost sprayed myself in the face. I'm glad I looked down. Whew, that would have been bad. That would have been real bad. I would have maced the dog doo-doo out of my face with that, man. That would have been bad. I would have needed workman's comp. And why did I spray this? It's strong. It's like really, really strong. One spray will last you about 9 hours. No. If it gets on your clothes, guaranteed 9 hours at least. Does it smell good? It smells very good. It smells spicy, very incensey, resinous, smoky. Just something really, really nice to cut through the cold, especially if you're on like a night walk with somebody. Like the city I live in, they have this really nice little area where in Christmas time and different times of the year, they'll have lights up, and it's just very nice. And if you're in one of those kinds of scenarios, you're walking on a boardwalk or walking downtown or something like that, and it's cold out, and you're walking with your lady, or you're just walking with a group of friends, something like this, just for me, it does it for me, kind of makes that moment, and you will not smell bad. So that is Midnight Oud from the house of Ard Al Zafran. All right, and next on the list, we have from the house of Banana Republic, Tobacco and Tonka Bean. This is one of my favorites from the line. Me and Banana Republic have slowly grown apart. Not that they have bad fragrances. Their fragrances are good. It's just that with the things you can get for the price you can get them today, it makes a huge difference. The quality is different. The longevity is different. But this one is still very good. Tobacco and Tonka Bean is still a good fragrance. Don't let that deter you or put you off of rack store fragrances or Banana Republic fragrances. Even, light performers or more accessible mainstream style fragrance DNAs, even those have a place in the community. Anyway, that was a long rant, but let me get into this one. So this one is pretty much self-exclamatory, except you get more tonka bean and vanilla than you do tobacco. It is not a very spicy tobacco fragrance like you might think, but it smells creamy. It has a bit of tobacco, but it's almost like a blonde tobacco, like a light tobacco, fresh, slightly fresh, not heavily aged, not smoky, just like a light tobacco leaf with a good dose of tonka bean and vanilla. Smells really good. It borders that line of gourmand sweet fragrances, but it's not sickeningly sweet. The longevity on it is okay. The longevity is for me, is like 5 or 7 hours. It might be more now because my bottle has sat a little while, but I don't know. So let me just spray the back of my hand. Let me just do that. See what happens, right? Hmm. Yep, still there. Still smells good. Yep. Yeah, anyway, slight tobacco. Excuse me. I just had dinner. This happens to me every time. I eat dinner, I shower, I get ready for bed, I go to shoot my video. Hiccups, burps, coughs, like it all wants to happen while I'm shooting the video. The other 23 hours of the day, nothing. So you gotta excuse me. Anyway, this smells good. Tobacco and tonka bean by the House of Banana Republic. All right, next on the list. This one you can't go wrong with, especially for the colder weather, and that is Body Alud Honor and Glory, the OG. This started all of the fuss with this style bottle. Now I have Sublime, I have Amethyst, I have what's the other one? Honor and Glory, and I have Oud for Glory. I know there's a few other ones out, like there's Noble, and I think another one's out, but I'm not sure. Anyway, this one has got me some really, really good compliments, and it smells really, really, really good. Very, oh man, that Midnight Oud is something else, but that's a beast right there. That smells good. This whole left arm gonna be lit the fuck up, man. I tell you, that left arm is gonna be lit. Yeah, this is strong, just to let you know, but in a good way. Very strong, and it smells like it got stronger and better. Oh my god, that smells good. So this is a Oud for Greatness clone by the House of Initio. Um, you get spices like nutmeg, cardamom, oud. Got that oud wood kind of smell to it. There's something that gives it a little bit of a sweetness, but not a sweetness like fruit or a candy or anything like that. More like a sweet wood, like sweet oud and fresh at the same time. Yes, that's amazing. That really is. If you don't know, check this fragrance out. It's really not that expensive. It's widely available online, and at this point, I'm pretty sure they have it in the rack stores. But yeah, it's a winner. Frosty nights, anytime it drops below 40 degrees, or even you could even pull this off in low 50s. Um, Something like that is just yeah. This is you can dress this up. You can also dress it down, but it's best um it's best styled with business casual kind of vibe. So like, Chelsea boots, monk strap shoes, Stacy Adams, sports coats, blazers, stuff like that. Something like that really fits that. That is Body Alud. Um, Damn it, I was gonna call it Honor and Glory. Body Alud, Oud for Glory from the House of Latafa. All right, next on the list from the House of Mason Alhambra, we have Kismet Angel. This, I think, is supposed to be. I know that it's not a 1-on-1. I went back and forth on buying this fragrance for a long time because I heard all kinds of mixed reviews about Kismet. And some of it is true, and then some of it is kind of embellished. Uh, but this is supposed to be a clone of YSL Tuxedo, one of those. And I can kind of get it. It has the patchouli and the amber style DNA. It's slightly sweet, but also very earthy, slightly balsamic. go right here. Yeah. So sweet, balsamic. Uh, it has that. It has like a this middle ground between resin, patchouli, and amber that it kind of floats in there. Very linear fragrance. It doesn't change that much on the skin, but for what you pay, it's a really good fragrance. The longevity is where I don't like it as much. About, you know, 5, 6, 7 hours, something like that. Oh man, damn, that smells kind of good. Mm. Changed a bit. I'm actually getting like a little bit of fruit in there. I don't know if this one has fruit, but it almost smells like a green apple. So my Ufer Glory's on the top of this, and then you got Midnight Oud, and then you have Kismet up here. Yeah, the Kismet smells kind of fruity now. But it smells good. Anyway, check it out. You get it real cheap. And that is Kismet for Men from the House of Mason Alhambra. Last but not least, cold weather. This is almost a staple in my wardrobe at this point. I've had this fragrance for a long time and it's never let me down. In the cold, frosty fall nights, you want to go with something like Oud Touch from the House of Frank Olivier. Masterpiece. Really is. And it's beastly. It's beastly. I'm not spraying this. I will have pneumonia by the end of this video if I spray all those damn fragrances in one video. I can't. I mean, I already got Midnight Oud Interlude Man over here beating the brakes off my nose, and then I got like I don't even remember what the other the Oud for Glory. That those two alone are strong, but this is on a whole nother level. So you get man, it's just there's whereas the Kismet was a very linear, basic development as far as fragrance. This one is not. This one is very complex. Uh, some will find it even challenging to wear, especially if you're not used to wearing heavier fragrances or wearing fragrances that have oud in them. So they could scare you. That you could lose some confidence. You could overspray, overdo it. So you just got to be a little more careful. This one, you need a little more finesse to pull it off. But when you do, it really sets a statement. I'll put it that way. I can't stop smelling it. It smells so good. It's like musky oud and florals. What more could you want? A strong oud, but musky, powdery, very powdery. And I think that comes from, I'm trying to remember what flower that is that has that. I know that has some deep orris root kind of facets to it, but it also has, I want to say, not iris, but like I want to say orchid or violet, some kind of floral in this, along with the orris root and the oud, is really making this smell powdery, musky, woody, and floral all at the same time. Absolute masterpiece. I remember I got this back in 2020, I think, and it was about $20. I don't know what it's like now, but if they haven't changed the formulation, God willing, they didn't change the formulation, go ahead and get you some of this, man. That is Oud Touch from the House of Frank Olivier. And that wraps up this video. If you've stayed this long, I really do appreciate it. Hey, don't be afraid. Like, comment, subscribe. Help me help you make the world a better smelling place. And as always, until next time, peace.